Tell Me the Truth. Stockton Wolves Book 5. Written by Lisa Oliver. Narrated by John York. Chapter 1. Special Agent Niclas Draig, commonly known as Nico, wrenched the tie from his neck and slung it over the nearest dining chair. He could feel his fury burning like molten lava in his veins. Why would he lie to me? He yelled at the unresponsive kitchen counter. He has to feel the mating pull. He wasn't surprised when I used the fucking word. Who's he fucking protecting? And why? The granite counter mocked him with its silence, thumping it hard enough to feel the bones in his pinky crack. Nico ignored the swell of pain in his knuckles and strode over to the fridge. Pulling the door open, he sullenly inspected the contents. It didn't take long. Half a limp lettuce and a carton of takeout were all that greeted him. Slamming the door hard enough to make the whole appliance wobble, Nico pulled out his phone. Fucking pizza again, he thought angrily. He was sick to death of pizza, but buying groceries was still on his to-do list. His phone rang as he finished placing his order, 2 large meat lovers and no damn anchovies. Jack's name blazed across the screen. Letting out a long breath, Nico accepted the call. Yep. He wandered into his new living room, the plastic on his couch squished as he sat down. Where have you been all day? Jack demanded. I was waiting in the field office for fricking hours, but when I headed over to the precinct, they said you'd been and gone. I was chasing leads. Lost track of time, Nico said, thinking quickly. Well, unless you've got a concrete handle on who's responsible for these killings, then drop it, Jack said. Sarah rang. Boss man wants us in his office Monday morning, 9 o'clock sharp. We've got another case. Shit. Not now. Yeah, about that. I have to put in for some extended leave. I've got some family matters to straighten out. You'll have to take this next one solo. Nico winced even though he knew Jack couldn't see him. He hated lying, and liars with a passion. Family matters? Jack sounded concerned. Your family lives in some unpronounceable place in Europe. How long are you going to be out of the country? I'm not leaving town. This is why Nico didn't lie. He wasn't good at it. He could say he was flying out, but he was too well known around town, and word would get back to Jack if he was seen, and there'd be hell to pay. I've just need time off from the job. The time difference makes it hard to keep up with phone calls and shit. Jack laughed, and Nico remembered a time not that long ago when that sound could harden his balls in 10 seconds flat. Your family contacts you whenever they feel like it, and don't give a shit about the time difference. Jack's voice lowered, and Nico's heart sank. Come on, Nico, what's going on? You've been weird since we took this case. You haven't even invited me to your new house yet. And what was the guff about that anyway? You have a lovely place in Roseville. Why the sudden change? It was a good deal, Nico said weakly. Truth be told, Nico didn't even look at the deal. As soon as he'd scented Captain Anthony Reynolds in the Stockton precinct, he'd hit the first real estate office he found and laid out a large wad of cash for the biggest estate they had on their books. His animal half was annoyed no castles were on offer, but was slightly mollified by the mansion he was rattling around in. Half the furnishings were still in plastic wrap because Nico ordered it all online. I'll judge that for myself, Jack laughed again. Text me the address. I just have to shower, and I'll be over in an hour. It's Friday night, and I've been looking forward to getting my hands on your cock for 2 long weeks. We might have been busy with this thankless case last weekend, but now we've been pulled off by the boss. There's nothing stopping us having some fun for the next 48 hours. Nico groaned. If Jack did as he intended, hell, what he'd done nearly every Friday night for the past 2 years, he was going to be sorely disappointed this time. I have to go out, he said quickly. I'll talk to you later. Without giving Jack a chance to reply, Nico disconnected the call and turned off his phone. Yes, he'd get a tongue lashing from his mother later. Jack wasn't going to be pleased about being fobbed up.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?